Good morning guys and welcome to my channel. If you've been here before, welcome back. So today is going to be my writing episode number 4 where I discuss this book that I have been writing for a really long time. And I talk about my progress and my writing struggles and you know, all that stuff. My last installment was a 3.5, which was where I read a bunch of my old writing and it was really cool and I really enjoyed doing it, even though the video didn't do so well, but it's okay. It's fine. So if you have been keeping up with my writing series, I guess, you know that I have been writing a book for a really long time. And it's really amazing and I'm really excited about it. Last episode, the real one that I did in September, I was actually really discouraged about my writing. I hadn't written very much. I got to finally write some more. It's been a while, things have changed, and I'm lit to tell you about them. So just keep watching. So I was pretty down about my lack of progress in the last episode, and facts are here. I'm still a little down about my lack of progress. I didn't really make that much progress over the semester because I was just so busy. This semester was pretty crazy in school and I intentionally made next semester not as hard because I just was not doing too hot. I have some new goals and some new plans and some new exciting things that is going to bring me back to this book so that I can get it done, hopefully in 2018. That's the plan, at least. If you remember in episode 3 of my writing series, as I mentioned it before, I was really down about my writing, but I did mention something that was pretty exciting. Ooh, that rhymed. Poet and I didn't know it. I was thinking about submitting to this convention where I could possibly present my writing, and you will be happy to know that I did end up submitting because usually I don't. I did end up submitting though, and I got an email yesterday that said congratulations in the subject line, and I am pleased to inform you that I will be presenting at the Sigma Tau Delta English Convention, International English Convention, in March in Cincinnati, Ohio. I'm going to be presenting one of my creative nonfiction pieces, and I'm super duper excited about it. Yeah, so it's my first time submitting to something and then getting like chosen for it. I'm really excited about this opportunity to present my work in a panel of other great writers to people who are smart. Yeah. So my writing goal has always been 100,000 words, and that's just so that I have a lot to work with when I go to revise and edit and cut, you feel? And that's just what my goal is. And right now I'm about 29,000 words, so that's around my word count, and I'm pretty happy with it. I'm really excited. When I tell people, they're more excited than I am, which I think is interesting because I tell them, oh, I'm about 30% done, and they're just like, wow, that's so amazing. I'm like, I guess. But they just don't know that how long I've been working on it. I've been seriously considering making my book into more of a series, like a duology or a trilogy, and then doing like side series off of it because I really like this world I've created, and I think it would be really cool to be able to write about more characters in the one world. Kind of like Cassandra Clare did with the Shadowhunter world, because she's such an amazing author and she created such a cool and unique world that I want to be like a really cool author, you know? I am a really cool author. So when I got back to my house from school for the end of the semester for winter break, which I am on right now, I started working again on my draft and writing. And I also read some really amazing books that kind of, oh look, they're right here. Really amazing books that kind of inspired me to make my book more than it already is. So what I decided to do was take a step back from the writing and write a history of the world, just so that I know what went on and that it'll be richer if it has a history, you feel? So I'm in the midst of writing this really complex history, and the history's making me change some things, and I also changed how I want the whole story to kind of end. Changing the goal mid-draft is a little bit stressful. I'm now a little bit worried about what I've written thus far and that it's not good enough and that it won't fit in, but I'm trying to put that out of my mind and just keep on writing. One of the things I really want to focus on in my writing is more than just a love story. While I am a hopeless romantic and I love a good love story, you know, I'll always include some sort of love story within the plot. I want it to be more than that. I don't want the focus to be on that, at least not for my fantasy books. Maybe if I write a contemporary, the whole thing can be about love. But yes, one of my things is that I don't want it to be all about love, and that's how these books inspired me, is because they were more political and there was a lot of war and a lot of really fun things and politics, and I don't really understand politics, but I figure if I make up the world, I can make up the politics too, and it can just be something that doesn't really exist, you know, because that's what fiction is. It'll be great. I'm really excited to plan out, you know, like I said, the history, but also the political aspects of this new world and all of that cool jazz. I think it's going well. I really like this new direction that I'm having it go, and I'm really excited for my characters to experience these things and for me to experience these things with them, and I'm excited. I know I keep saying I'm excited, but I'm excited. So I made some New Year writing goals, which are part of my New Year's goals that you'll see later in this week of Countdown to 2018, but don't worry, I will share them in more detail then. But here I'm just going to let you know my goal is to finish this draft and start revising it by the end of 2018. And my plan of action to get there, as we talked about in yesterday's video, is to write at least 200 words a day. I did all the divisions and stuff, and that's how long it will take, or how many it will take to finish by December 31st of 2018. Hopefully I can write more than 200 words a day, you know, because 200 words is not a lot at all. But we'll see. Write 200 words a day or write for an hour every day just to get myself in the practice. I also want to make my own little writing workspace so that when I sit down in this place I'm working and nothing else. And I also want to set a specific time aside. I know I said an hour, but a specific hour of every day where I can just write and get stuff out and really get this draft done. For the life of me, I cannot remember which names I have shared with you from my book, so I'll just share another one. One of the characters' names is Amber. Ooh, I don't know if I've shared that one with you before. If I have, I sincerely apologize. She's pretty great. I like her a lot. I don't really have anything for a writing playlist. I haven't been writing very much and I haven't been listening to music when I do write. As I mentioned in my other videos this past week or so, I finished reading Who's Afraid of Virginia Woolf, which was such an interesting read. It did not make sense, and I've since been informed that it wasn't supposed to make sense, so I guess it's good that I didn't get it. I don't know. But it was really funny, but it was also really dark, and I think that's cool, and it reminded me of my dark comedy that I was trying to write. So I've been thinking about picking that back up and seeing where I can go with that, because, you know, it'd be really cool to just have something out there for the world to read. That's all I really want, is I want to write something that people enjoy, and I want to write something that will entertain them and will make them laugh and will make them cry, and I just want people to feel things. I just want you to feel things. That's where I am on my writing journey, and I'm very excited to be at the destination. Ugh. But the journey is just as important as the destination, as we talked about yesterday. So I hope that you're enjoying this series of me just ranting about that. If you want to follow me on my writing journey, make sure to subscribe down below. Or I think you can subscribe to playlists. You can subscribe to my writing playlist. I will update it every now and then, kind of like I do now. There were 4.5 episodes this year, and perhaps there will be 4.5 next year, or more. Every 3 months is a good amount, don't you think? Hopefully my next update will be real big, and it'll come around March. Oh, that's fun. I can do it right after I present at that conference in Ohio. I'm really excited about that, and I'm so grateful for this opportunity. Last semester I got to go to the conference even though I wasn't presenting. I didn't submit anything last year, but I got to go and it was really cool, and I decided that that's kind of what I want to do for the rest of my life, is I want to write things and then I want to go present it to people, and I want the people to ask me questions about it, and I want to sit in panels and listen to other people talk about things, and I want to dress all nice, and I'm just really excited. That's what I want to do. That's what I want the rest of my life to be like, and now at 20 years old I get to try it out. I get to do it and present, and I'm really nervous, and I have 3 months to fret about it. it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Let me know if you want to hear any more of my first draft readings, because I really want to do them, but that video didn't do so well, so I kind of don't want to do it, you know. But I'm excited to read them. I don't know. I have some really interesting stuff. Thank you guys so much for watching. Like this video if you enjoyed it. Make sure to subscribe so you can join my family. Hit the little bell to get notified whenever I post a video so you won't miss it. And that's it. So have a great morning, and if I don't see you later, good afternoon, good evening, and good night.